Segment 1. The Tri-State Tornado. The longest and deadliest, 1925. March 18th, 1925. The day the deadliest tornado in U.S. history carved its name into legend. The Tri-State Tornado ripped through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, lasting over 3.5 hours. That's almost unheard of. It traveled 219 miles with winds likely over 300 miles per hour, flattening entire towns that had no warning. Remember, this was 1925, before radar, sirens, or modern forecasting. People saw a dark cloud and had minutes, sometimes seconds, to react. Murfreesboro, Illinois, was hit hardest. The tornado wiped out schools, homes, and factories, killing 695 people. It's still the deadliest tornado ever recorded, and it wasn't just a storm, it was a moving apocalypse. Meteorologists later realized it was so long-lived because of perfect storm conditions, extreme instability, strong wind shear, and a clear atmospheric highway for it to travel through. Even today, scientists study it to understand how one tornado could last that long. Segment 2. The 1999 Moore Tornado. The fastest winds on Earth. If the Tri-State Tornado was about longevity, the Moore, Oklahoma Tornado of 1999 was about pure, raw power. On May 3rd, an EF5 tornado tore across the suburbs of Oklahoma City with winds clocked at 318 miles per hour, the fastest ever recorded on the planet. Entire neighborhoods were erased, cars were thrown hundreds of yards, asphalt was ripped off the streets. The radar data looked unreal, like something out of a simulation. This tornado killed 36 people and injured nearly 600, but given the destruction, the death toll could have been far higher. Thanks to advanced Doppler radar warnings, many families found shelter just in time. It showed how far we've come in forecasting, and how even with modern tech, we're still at nature's mercy. Segment 3. The 2011 Joplin Tornado, a city torn apart. On May 22, 2011, the city of Joplin, Missouri, was forever changed. A mile-wide EF5 tornado struck the heart of the city head-on. This wasn't a storm that grazed the outskirts. It hit schools, hospitals, and neighborhoods directly. 158 people died. Thousands were injured. The local hospital, St. John's Regional Medical Center, took a direct hit and had to be completely rebuilt. What made this tornado especially devastating was how quickly it intensified. Radar showed rotation only minutes before it reached maximum strength. There was little time to warn people. The Joplin disaster became a turning point. It reshaped how the National Weather Service communicates warnings, pushing for clearer, more urgent alerts that cut through disbelief and confusion. It proved that sometimes people don't need more data. They need to feel the danger. Segment 4. The 2013 Moore Tornado. History repeats itself. Just 14 years after the 1999 monster, Moore, Oklahoma was hit again. On May 20th, 2013, another EF5 tornado tore through the same area, almost along the same path. This time, winds reached 210 miles per hour. The tornado stayed on the ground for 39 minutes, destroying 2 schools and more than 1,000 homes. 24 people died, including several children who took shelter in Plaza Towers Elementary School. For storm scientists, this was a chilling reminder. Lightning may not strike twice, but tornadoes can. Moore became a symbol of both tragedy and resilience, a city that rebuilt not once, but twice, from near total destruction. Segment 5. The 2011 super outbreak, when hundreds hit at once. Imagine not one tornado, but hundreds. In late April 2011, a massive storm system swept across the southern United States. In just 4 days, it spawned 360 confirmed tornadoes. It's known as the 2011 super outbreak, the largest tornado outbreak ever recorded. The state of Alabama took the hardest hit. Towns like Tuscaloosa and Hackleburg were leveled by EF4 and EF5 twisters. By the time it was over, 324 people were dead, and more than 3,000 were injured. Radar images showed multiple supercells spinning side by side like a chain of engines feeding on warm Gulf air. It was chaos across multiple states, and it showed just how interconnected the weather in Tornado Alley really is. Segment 6, the 2019 Beauregard tornado, a modern-day killer. Fast forward to March 3rd, 2019. A powerful EF4 tornado struck Beauregard, Alabama, destroying entire neighborhoods in seconds. This storm killed 23 people, including several children, making it the deadliest U.S. tornado in almost 6 years. What shocked experts was how fast it formed. It went from radar rotation to full touchdown in under 10 minutes. No amount of technology can fully prepare a community for that kind of speed. Drones later captured haunting footage. Rows of concrete slabs where homes once stood. It was a painful reminder that even in 2019, with modern radar and smartphones, some tornadoes still strike faster than warnings can spread. Segment 7, the 1953 Waco tornado, the birth of tornado forecasting before Waco, Texas. Most Americans didn't even believe in tornado warnings. Officials feared people would panic or ignore them. That changed on May 11, 1953, when an F5 tornado tore through downtown Waco, killing 114 people. Buildings collapsed onto traffic. The city's downtown turned into a pile of crushed concrete and twisted cars. The Waco tragedy forced meteorologists to rethink public safety. Within a few years, the first national tornado warning systems were created. Sirens, alerts, and forecasts that still save lives today. It took one of the worst disasters in U.S. history to prove that people can handle warnings, and that they deserve them. Segment 8, the 1989 Bangladesh tornado, the world's deadliest single tornado. The deadliest tornado in world history didn't happen in the United States. It happened in Bangladesh on April 26, 1989. An enormous F4 tornado struck the cities of Daulapur and Saturia, killing an estimated 1,300 people and injuring over 12,000. Bangladesh's flat terrain and dense population make it extremely vulnerable. Many homes are made of light materials. No basements, no shelters, nowhere to hide. This single tornado erased entire villages and displaced over 80,000 people. It showed that poverty and weak infrastructure can make even a smaller storm far more deadly than a giant one in a wealthy country. Segment 9, the 2021 Kentucky tornado outbreak, a night of terror. December 10th, 2021, a night that shocked even seasoned meteorologists. A massive EF4 tornado tore across western Kentucky, traveling 165 miles and staying on the ground for over 3 hours. Entire towns like Mayfield were wiped off the map. This tornado killed 57 people, many of them trapped in factories and homes as the storm hit after dark. Winter tornadoes are rare, but the warm December air from the Gulf collided with cold northern air, creating an off-season monster. It's now one of the longest tracking tornadoes in U.S. history, and a warning that tornado season might not stay confined to spring much longer. Segment 10, Lessons from the Storms. Every one of these tornadoes tells the same story: nature's fury, human loss, and resilience. From 1925's tri-state disaster to 2021's Kentucky outbreak, our understanding of tornadoes has come a long way. We have Doppler radar, storm chasers, satellite tracking, and AI forecasting. But here's the truth. Even with all that, tornadoes still form faster than we can predict and hit harder than we can imagine. They remind us that preparation isn't optional, it's survival. And they remind us that science isn't just about studying storms. It's about protecting lives. Tornadoes are some of the most terrifying forces on Earth, invisible until they aren't, unstoppable once they touch down. Each one of these disasters shows a side of nature that's both awe-inspiring and humbling. And even though we can't stop them, we can learn from every storm, making the next one just a little less deadly. If you found this video powerful, hit like, click subscribe, and tell me in the comments, which of these tornadoes shocked you the most? Thanks for watching and stay safe, because nature doesn't need much time to remind us who's in charge.